Well, hello everybody and welcome to your language teaching and learning channel. My name is Santiago and well, it looks like we are trying to get back on track here with the videos, so I hope you had the opportunity to benefit from the video that we did last week, conversation with my friend Jose Ignacio about the protocols and safety procedures and precautions that are being taken place now in order to have person-to-person classes. And a lot of things have been happening here in the country. Classes were again canceled because of the high number of people who have been infected with the disease. In fact, I was planning on having another interview this week, a conversation with another friend of mine about technology in the classroom. Unfortunately, he and his family also got infected with COVID, so he was not able to do that. But in any case, as I mentioned, we're trying to get back on track here. And I wanted to dedicate this video focusing a little bit more on the students, right? So if students can watch this, I'm sure they will benefit from it, okay? And there is something that I cannot overstress is the importance of practicing, okay, in order to improve the language. If you've been a regular at the channel, you've noticed that from the first video that we talked about language teaching and learning, I mentioned the importance of practicing, and throughout the different videos I've made reference to its importance, right? And compared and metaphors, etc. From everything, from riding a bicycle to skateboarding, skiing, playing an instrument, and we mentioned it's very important to practice in order to improve. And the same applies to language learning, right? And in the case of music, we mentioned, for example, Jimmy Page, who at a very early age, well, not very early, but at an early age, he had been working as a studio guitarist, okay, and then obviously you can see why he became such a great guitarist. And he's only one example. You know, we have also talked about other great musicians. And the secret is always there, right? They've practiced all of their lives. Everybody has had backgrounds in music and everything, and just practicing, and they've become really good musicians, or in anything. If you want to excel at anything, that's when you need to practice. When it comes to language learning, the same idea. Students sometimes ask me, okay, but what should I practice? Should I practice listening or reading? And the answer is very easy. It's wherever you need to reinforce, okay? You know, we usually measure the 4 skills, and students sometimes may have a very good level in reading but not a good level in listening. So I tell them, okay, you need to practice more listening, or you need to practice more speaking, okay? And we've had videos specifically talking about how to practice the specific skills, right? So again, this is language learning is not an exception. If you want to become good at anything, you need to practice, and what we mentioned before also is practice correctly. Okay, when it comes to language learning, same idea. Practice as much as possible, okay? And the reason I decided to reinforce this is because I read an article just recently on Psychology Today. I would recommend that you read it too. And it's very simple. It says, the title is "The Best Way to Get Better at Anything." Okay, the best way to get better at anything. Okay, and then mention just a couple of points, things that you need to keep in mind in order to improve. The same thing applies to a language. Okay, so I would recommend you read it, and again, I would recommend practice as much as possible if you want to improve learning the language, right? And without further ado, that's it. Thank you very much, and have a good week, and take good care of yourselves. Please stay healthy. See you next week. Take care.